No, 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 no.
Who couldn't forget Steve Urkel chasing after Laura in the family sitcom called Family Matters back in the 90s? Steve was completely smitten by Laura. When he wound up getting the girl Myra as his girlfriend, Laura was just a tad bit jealous. But she really did become jealous until Steve became Stefan Urkel, which was the suave version of the nerdy Steve Urkel. But thinking back on that show, everybody had a crush on Laura because Steve had a crush on Laura. Because you wanted to see the little guy win. But looking at that photo now, things have changed. And I'm sure a number of you guys who have already graduated high school and have gotten to your 10, 15, and 20-year reunions have seen women change just like Laura did in that photo. A lot of women that are starting to hit their 40s are making videos just like the one you saw before it, where they are panicking now that they've hit the wall. And I partly think that they actually making some of these videos just to get attention. But as they say, art imitates life. What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Tonight we're going to look at some clips that are going to illustrate the point, the truth on why it is too late for some of these older women. Do me a favor, hit that like button, and with that being said, let's get started.
I'm gonna have 3 at the same time. You know, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3. This one don't call, this one will. If this one doesn't call, the other one will. I'm gonna have a date no matter what. I'm gonna have something.
As I stated, a lot of women are starting to put these type of clips on TikTok. I don't know whether it's for a thirst trap, is it for attention, or are they genuinely looking for somebody? And honestly, I think the truth is somewhere in between. These women are starting to feel the pressures of being alone. They are starting to feel the pressures of being those strong, independent women that didn't need any man. The kind of weight that they feeling on themselves today is the same type of weight that a man feels when he's going out there every day slaying the dragon. But modern women today want to take that mantle up by themselves because they have been taught to do so. And then we have older women like you see in the last clip who are on their own channels promoting women to do whatever it takes, whatever they want. If that man isn't gonna pay for everything, she always has somebody on standby ready to take your spot. Even if you take her words on face value that she's trying to tell women the right thing, how can you trust a woman? First chance you ain't gonna do it, she got another guy, 2 guys, 3 guys lined up. How can you trust any woman that talks that way?
You know, the only women that appreciate nice guys is the old women, like 35, 45 plus. You done ran through all of the alpha dicks and now you're looking for a nice guy to settle down with. You done put 536,000 miles on your coochie, got yourself ran through by all of the Pookies and Ray Rays, and now you want to settle down now that you're losing your looks. The husband that you out here looking for, you cheated on him 20 years ago. The husband, the good guy, the nice guy that you're currently looking for, you cheated on him with Pookie and Ray Ray. The fact that you 40 plus years old and still single is your fucking fault. When you was a young lady, you thought that Mr. Nice Guy was weak for some reason. Now that you old, now you want a nice guy. No, baby, it's too late now. You old, you washed up, menopausal bound. Nobody want your ass now.
A lot of men feel like this man does. It's not to say that there aren't any older women out there who couldn't be good women for a man. But what we're seeing is that a lot of these older women are starting to act just like some of these young women. These older women are still trying to compete with these younger women like they're still young. When they're alone in their bedroom, when they're at home drinking their wine, when they're in their antidepressants, when they're stroking and sitting down with their dogs, and that weight that they have missed out on opportunities, or the guys that they're talking to ain't no good for them, then they start to cry about it. Then they start making TikTok videos when it's far too late for that. The second thing is that a lot of older women are set in their ways. They've justified to themselves that the reason that they don't have men is because 1, he's gonna come along at some point, and or 2, that it ain't their fault because these women haven't taken accountability for their life. We are seeing that women are not only not taking accountability, but their expectations are way too high.
Women are alone because of the expectations they have of men. We expect our partners to be who we want them to be, think they should be, need them to be, etc., etc. And by making these demands on him, we often miss the truth of who he is. Maybe he is right for you, maybe he is not, but he is, just as he is what you have to accept. And if you can't accept that and work with that, then leave it alone and don't try to change him. And women must learn to let a man be who he is and then choose if she wants to be in his experience or invite him into hers. Many of us are alone because we're so busy trying to fix the man we have that we forget to bless him and pray for his evolution. Now again, this doesn't apply to all women, but if the shoe fits, please.
Since this last video I'm going to show you, there is also an agenda that has been pushed upon modern women, and that agenda is called feminism with an F. The feminist agenda has been pushed on women since the 1960s, even through today, and they have gotten better at the way they push these things upon us, the way they push these things upon society, and specifically the way they have pushed this upon women. And now they are caught up in this trap, this web of lies and deceit that they can't get untangled from.
There is a study by Morgan Stanley Financial. It's called The Rise of the She Economy. They postulate that by 2030, women between the ages of 25 and 44, something like 52%. I hope I'm getting my numbers right. Something like 45 to 52%.
It's over half.
Yeah, over half.
It is going to be over half
of women of marriageable age will be single for the rest of their lives. They will not reproduce unless they get unless they get artificial insemination, but they will be unmarried and childless during those ages by 2030, which is like a very, very steep incline. In fact, they are so certain of this that they did this research on Morgan Stanley so their investors would know what to invest in the coming decade.